All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So glad to see you here. Listen, you want to thank the person that invited you here today because they loved you enough to want you to get some powerful, powerful information that we hope will really revolutionize your life. My name is Dr. Roz. I am the VP of Communications here at Akana. And that's what we are. That's who we are. Akana means in the hands of God, something that we're very proud of and that we believe in, and you will understand how important it is to us. Our company launched on April 20th of 2019 with a line of CBD products. And we moved on to essential oils and then expanded to a whole wellness and weight management products. Then in 2021, you're going to hear a little bit about us talking about the flat belly lifestyle. We're proud that we even have now more than what this slide says, over 30,000 customers. But what we really are proud of that we take the time to reinvest 1% of our gross profits to empower undeserved communities. We do our best every single day to deliver a 5-star customer support. Now, let me tell you a little bit about our mission is that we believe health, wealth, freedom, and legacy are our birthright. And by offering the most life-changing products and an innovative business, we empower people to elevate to their full potential. Our vision is to elevate the well-being of your body and your soul. Now, why do we say wellness? Why is wellness even so important? Well, listen, here's some outstanding statistics that I hate to have to announce, but we've given birth to the first generation of children who are predicted to have a shorter life expectancy than their parents. They're saying that by 2030, colon cancer is estimated to become the leading killer for people 20 to 49 years of age. Well, we're backed by a full medical advisory board that not only advises us, not only endorses our products, but they use our products for themselves, for their families, and for their clients and their patients. Now, my name is Dr. Roz, as I said earlier, but I'm not a medical doctor. And because I'm not a medical doctor, I have doctors in theology and divinity, but I'm a certified wellness coach. But I love to let you hear from the voice of wellness experts. So take a listen to this.
2/3 of adults are now overweight or obese, and we have an epidemic cascade of debilitating disease that's overcoming the country. There's no way we can sustain the current style of care with the epidemic that we're creating with our diet and lifestyle choices.
The diabetes, the arthritis, the heart disease, the dementia, the obesity, the cancers are affecting about 70% of deaths. All the data is that those 70% of deaths and morbidity are largely lifestyle related and preventable.
Most kids by age 10 in the US already have fatty streaks in their arteries, the first stage of atherosclerosis leading to heart attacks, strokes.
Here in American medicine, we operate from the disease model. We are in the business of treating sick people. We are not in the business of trying to prevent people from becoming sick.
When you look at chronic disease risk, all the things that we walk around worrying about, actually dietary choices trump smoking when it comes to those risks.
If I could deliver one message to the researchers who are looking for the cause of diabetes and the cause of clogged arteries and the cause of high blood pressure and the cause of obesity, I would tell them the answer's in 3 words. It's the food. It's what Americans are eating.
Now, isn't that amazing? These are wellness experts that are saying this. These are doctors and retired cardiologists who are saying this. It's the food. Wouldn't it be something if you picked up a package on the shelf and it says could be hazardous to your health, like smoking is? Well, guess what it is? It's causing chronic disease. It's causing intoxication of our cells at the mitochondrial level. We're not taught that. We don't hear about what's taking place in your cells. Well, that's what you're going to hear today. We're concerned about what's taking place and what is the process or the movement of disease because it's progressive. In 2020, nearly 700,000 people died from heart disease in the US. But guess what? 25% of them only found out they had heart disease at death. And it's progressive. It didn't have to happen. But where does it all start? Well, I'm going to tell you something. It starts with learning your blood type. Okay, I want you to put in the chat if you know your blood type. Go there right now and put if you are blood type A or B or AB or you're O. Do you know? Now, if you don't know, I want you to put IDK. I don't know. A lot of times people don't know their blood type and don't realize why they should even know their blood type, because your blood type is a more reliable measure of your identity than your race, your culture, or your geography. It is a genetic blueprint for who you are and a guide to how you can live most healthfully. Do you know that when you know your blood type, you could be eating a certain food that's poisonous to your blood type? Your neighbor, your spouse, your children could have a different blood type, and one person's food is another man's poison. Well, Dr. Prince, our naturopath, he says it best. Check him out.
Even through my practice, after scanning thousands of people over 10 years, I've investigated how the blood type plays a major role in what we're putting in our bodies. Your blood type is like a security system, and the antigen on your red blood cell determines your blood type. And based upon that antigen, your body will identify the food as an enemy or as a friend, as poison or as medicine. And based upon that information, it's either going to trigger your immune system or it's going to conserve your immune system. So if we're eating outside of our chemistry, then we're constantly triggering our immune system, which becomes overreactive after a while to the point where it becomes worn down. When you wear down your immune system, you make it hyperactive. A hyperactive immune system has the potential to turn upon the host. We call it autoimmune disease. When the immune system turns upon the host, that means that now you have one of the most powerful vessels in the body attacking you without you being able to defend yourself against it.
So somebody invited you to hear this information. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to get back with them right now. I want you to text them while you're watching this and say, look, I need to know my blood type. I need to get a blood type testing kit. Yes, we provide you with that. We have a way that you can get that. And then once you know that, then you can learn what foods are more beneficial for you to eat, what foods are okay, they're neutral, you can have them, but then what foods should you really be avoiding, or you definitely should limit them. For example, if you're blood type A and you're eating bananas every morning, there's no wonder why you're having chronic issues. There's no wonder why you're having inflammation and bloating. If you're blood type B and you gotta have your fried chicken, do you understand that that is toxic to your particular blood type? If you're blood type O and you gotta have a glass of white wine every single night, listen, I suggest you switch to red. I'm just saying. And then we have certified wellness coaches all over the country, maybe one in your area, but please know that even if there is not one in your area, you can find out what your blood type is and you can get this process started. But when you find that you do have a wellness coach in your area or you have access to one, listen to what Dr. Prince says about our BioScan.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Eric Prince, the naturopath. I am a holistic doctor, and today we're going to discuss the Quantum BioScan Analyzer. My testimony has to do with athletics. Being a track and field runner at the age of 40 and 50, I was able to compete at the college level based upon cleansing and detoxifying my bodies with these products, which allowed me to reverse my age biologically, achieve my athletic goals, and to restore my health. So imagine this is your report. Today we want to discuss the power of knowing about a progression of disease before it reaches a crisis state. We're going to talk about the cardiovascular and cerebrovascular report card, which is your heart and your brain. It turns out that over 600,000 people perish each year from heart disease. What if we knew it was coming and had the ability to reverse it? They call it arterial sclerosis, which is a hardening of the arteries. This is a problem in our system because we start off with normal arteries, clean and clear, blood flows with no impedance. But over time, we start to build up plaque inside of our blood vessels. We call this normal to mild abnormality. Then we go from mild to moderate abnormality, where we have even more plaque building up inside of our blood vessels to the point where it becomes close to fully blocked. And this is severe abnormality. If this process continues on from normal to mild to moderate to severe, then we are basically looking at a heart attack at some point in life. But if it becomes permanently blocked, as the blood is flowing through, it reaches a point where the pressure on the walls begin to expand. And we see this as vascular resistance on our bioscan. And once this happens, it causes so much pressure on the walls that it explodes, causing an aneurysm. When this happens, then we have bigger problems to deal with. Let's take a look at some of our testimonies. These are people who actually utilize the products in order to work towards achieving their health goals. Whether it's obesity, diabetes, high blood pressure, we're going to be able to access the ability to reverse these conditions, restore health, and achieve our ideal weight.
It's literally amazing just to sit in front of somebody for 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes, and diagnose and take a look at what's going on. Of course, it's not a diagnostic conclusion and it's for reference only, but to be able to share with them the progression of disease from the cellular level. Is it normal? Is it moderately abnormal? Are you mildly or are you severely? Because as Dr. Prince said, let's do what we got to do to reverse it. Don't wait for the crisis. This is just, you just hold a wand in your hand and it's non-invasive. There's no radiation. It's based on Eastern medicine opposed to our Western medicine. And as I said, the results are in less than 2 minutes and it's 85 to 95% accurate. The whole basis of this is because of the cells in our body. We've got them. Maybe you were asleep that day in class. And when they talked about how the cells grow, split, regenerate, die, grow, split, regenerate, they die. There's a cycle. And now we can know whether the body is healthy or unhealthy before the crisis. So I want to know, are you living your best life? Come on, let's maintain our health and address these health concerns. And we can assist you to do that because we've got to overcome this problem that's in the United States called suicide. This phrase was coined by our CEO, suicide. Yes, we're literally digging our graves with our fork. We're committing suicide at the table because we've got too much animal protein, too much processed food, sugar. We're sitting down all the time, not moving, not getting up, in front of the computer, in front of the video games. And that's causing our kidneys and our organs and our cells to be impaired. And that's also causing faster aging, cancer, heart disease, and obesity. People tell me all the time, well, my mother had a heart attack, my grandmother had a heart attack, so it's just in my genes. You know what's in your genes? Or what you do is we eat like they ate, so we have what they had. Dr. Oz said it like this: our genetics load the gun, but our lifestyle pulls the trigger. So let's heal our body. God made our bodies to heal itself. Check out this little video.
If you don't clean the colon, there is absolutely nothing that you can do to get well. I don't care how elaborate that it is, the practice is. I don't care how much money it costs. If you don't clean the colon, you cannot get well. Did you know obesity is storing your own waste? When that waste gets loose into the bloodstream circulates the body 9 times a minute. And it drops that waste in every cell in the body. This is the reason for eyeglasses. This is the reason for headaches. This is the reason for hearing loss. This is the reason for your hair falling out, is because the colon waste is in the bloodstream.
So as he was talking about cleaning the colon, cleaning the entire body, cleaning the arteries, cleaning the blood vessels, that's what we do here at Akana with the use of herbs, with the use of herbal detoxes. So how about elevating your level? You're here today because you've made a decision or somebody twisted your arm and said, you got to listen to this because it's time to elevate your level of wellness. And it's time to create a blue zone. What's a blue zone? Well, there are 6 areas in the world where people eat far less animal meat, animal protein, and they live longer than average. And we've only got 1 in the United States, but they're all over the country. Well, we need to create our own blue zone. And guess what? It starts with you. It starts in your body. It starts in your household. Then we can spread it to our community, Jerusalem, Judea, and to the uttermost parts of the world. And we call it the flat belly lifestyle.
Less than 5% of people who go on a diet actually achieve long-term results. We believe you are ready to live your best possible life by getting off the diet roller coaster. Eating according to your blood type can make significant changes in your health. More than 2/3 of adults in the US are overweight. Obesity is associated with the leading causes of death worldwide, including diabetes, heart disease, stroke, and some types of cancer. Even if you are at your ideal weight, eating against your blood type puts you at risk for chronic illness and disease. These are devastating reports, and we can change them. But it starts with one fundamental truth. One man's food could be another man's poison. It's time to drop the waste. The flat belly lifestyle is a revolutionary approach to living your best possible life. First, we tailor the program with plant-based food for your specific blood type and to promote a healthy gut. Eating against your blood type creates inflammation, chronic illness, and obesity. Second, we recommend that you take our 15-minute bioscan so that we can help you identify what's happening below the surface. Next, simply choose the right phase for you. For added support, we invite you to join the community of people that are achieving success to inspire you and learn from our experts who support you along the way. Take the pledge today.
Yes, yes. So that's what we advise. We want you to take the pledge. Even if you're not in an area, you may or may not be in an area where somebody can give you the bioscan, but that has nothing to do with you taking the pledge. If you have pain in your body, if you've got inflammation in your body, if you're taking medication, you need to take the pledge. If you know you got high cholesterol, well, listen, let me let our midwife, Phyllis Nash, tell you about the cholesterol thing.
I was able to lose 14 pounds, 6 inches. And I love the way I look. I'm not gonna lie, I am loving this. But let me tell you what I love even more. I dropped my cholesterol 50 points. Blood pressure stabilized. And my doctor and I have been fighting for the last 5 years because she wanted to put me on a statin, and I absolutely refused. And she told me I would never change my cholesterol, lower it by diet alone. Well, you can know how excited I felt when I had dropped it 50 points. I want to be optimally healthy until the day I just close my eyes and I'm not here anymore. I hope you join us.
I hope you join us too, Phyllis, because listen, you may be that situation that you're dealing with some kind of issue, some kind of disease, some kind of sickness, some kind of pain. And remember when I told you at the beginning of this presentation that we started out with CBD. Please let me tell you about our CBD, because maybe you're like me and you're a baby boomer and you've been misinformed. See, CBD is a compound that occurs naturally in industrial hemp. And they're over 85. Some say they're over 100. They're still discovering the different cannabinoids that are in industrial hemp. And 2 of those are CBD and THC. It's delta-9 tetrahydrocannabinol. Okay, I probably won't be able to say that again. But unlike the THC, CBD is non-psychotropic. What does that mean? You don't get high. See, all of us had come up through that era where all we know about, we think about cannabis. No, that's all right. I ain't trying to get high. Or either you like to get high. But again, not being a medical doctor, let me let you hear from Dr. David Allen.
Hello, my name is Dr. David Allen. I'm a retired cardiac surgeon and a member of the International Cannabinoid Research Society, ICRS. That means I'm a cannabinoid research scientist. And I'm here to tell you about the discovery of the endocannabinoid system, the ECS, and the significance and how it will change medicine. And we discovered the endocannabinoid system about 30 years ago, and we really didn't understand the significance of its discovery. And so we found out that this is a chemical communication that your body has. It's not electrical, it's chemical, and it's kind of like the hormone systems that people are familiar with. And your body makes these cannabinoids. They're endogenous, so they're endocannabinoids, and they perform some miraculous functions in the body. And we're just learning the significance of these functions. And basically, the endocannabinoid system is responsible for homeostasis. Most people don't understand what that really means, but it's the body's ability to maintain itself and function in the proper environment. And so it's critically important that that doctors in the future understand this control mechanism. And we're finding out that that manipulation of this endocannabinoid system will control diabetes. It controls cancer. It controls whether you can survive a heart attack or stroke. And so this is critically important for doctors to understand this new science. And the discovery of the endocannabinoid system is the single most important medical scientific discovery ever, and will save more lives than the discovery and application of sterile surgical technique. And I'm a heart surgeon saying that. So more people will be saved by manipulation of the endocannabinoid system than are currently saved by surgery.
Amazing, amazing. Haven't we been misinformed? So we've got to unlearn and learn. Because again, if you're like me, I come from the era being in the concert, Earth, Wind, and Fire, the lights go down and the smoke goes up. And you get a high just from contact. That's because the THC in the marijuana side of the plant, there are two sides to this plant, marijuana, hemp. What we're talking about is hemp. But on the marijuana side, you get the psychoactive effects. It stimulates receptors in the brain's pleasure center, and it releases this chemical called dopamine, and that's what creates that high. But CBD, which is what's in all of our products, is non-intoxicating. It stimulates receptors, but it helps you with what? Pain, perception, anxiety, nausea, and so many medical applications that are too many for me to enlist. Because what it does is, as Dr. Allen said, we have this system in our body that many times they didn't teach it in medical school, the endocannabinoid system. With all these receptors in your heart, lungs, kidneys, prostate, brain, stomach, liver, in your skin, these receptors are craving for cannabinoids like CBD. And it goes in there like a lock and key and unlocks that area of your body. And now healing begins to take place because inflammation begins to decrease. It's one of the most vital systems in your body to bring the body, as Dr. Allen said, into homeostasis, bring it back into balance. Now, none of our products are to be used by persons under the age of 18, or if you're pregnant or nursing. You've got to be at least 21 to consume our smokable products and our vapes or our Delta 8. We advise everybody to consult your physician. If you've got any serious medical conditions or you're on prescription drugs, we want your doctor on board, because when your numbers begin to improve, and most likely they do, we don't make those claims, but our customers do. And we should do that when you use any supplementary dietary product. You should always consult with your primary care physician. All of our trademarks and copyrights are property of their respective owners, not affiliated with, nor do they endorse this product. The FDA has not evaluated these statements, and we never intend to say that we diagnose or treat or cure or prevent any disease. Even our BioScan tests are for results for reference only and not a diagnostic conclusion. But let me tell you something. Let's talk about our products. We alluded to the flat belly lifestyle. Well, we've got a 7 or 21-day raw cleanse. I hope by now you understand the need to detox, to cleanse your arteries, your whole body. It's a 21-day or 7-day raw cleanse with products that, number 1, help to remove mucus and parasites. 2, to nourish the cells. It's called a superfood. Superfoods to nourish our cells because we're depleted of a lot of nutrients. 3, it detoxifies your colon and your organs. We call it a liquid colonic, and it gets the job done. And then 4, we have something to feed your body with plant proteins. And you'll get with your wellness coach and find out how you use these products and when you should use these products. We're going to make sure that you have a full ebook. Matter of fact, take a picture of this or write this website down, flatbellylifestyle.com. Go there right now, go there after the presentation and download the free ebook. Get back with your coach because they're going to guide you through this. And you want to go there, lots of information on that website about the cleanse, about the detox, about the getting your blood type testing. You're going to be able to get a grocery list, everything that you need to go through this process. And guess what? You're not going to do it by yourself. You're going to do it for yourself, but you're not going to do it by yourself because we've got online group support. You're going to have your own coach to help you walk you through it, guide you through it, hold your hand, and just encourage you and be your cheerleader as you go through it. Because the main thing that you've got to understand is there is no healing without flushing the sewer system. Now, let's also talk about some other things that we have that we're loving. It says it's optional, but I try not to spend a day without drinking my aronia berry juice, or now we even have it in powder. What's so powerful about it is that it helps to accelerate your weight loss. It tastes pretty delicious. You reduce your inflammation, and it fights age-related diseases. You only take a shot, 1.5 ounces twice a day, and it has a high OREC score. Now, there is an aronia berry juice on the market, right? And it has a high OREC score as well, higher than elderberry. How many of you heard of elderberry? You know it's good for you, right? But this is higher than elderberry, higher than blueberries, higher than the noni juice. But guess what? Ours is even higher because the formulator, the farmer that we exclusively get our product from, the way they grow it takes it up to a whole nother level. And as I said, the OREC score, I say, what is an OREC score? Well, that's the score that helps you understand how effective a berry or a food is at protecting your cells from damage caused by harmful substances in your body. The higher the score, the better they are at keeping us healthy. That's why we can't keep this aronia berry on the shelf. Now, we've also got CBD products to help you with your mood. And we have them in 3 different forms: pure, gold, or black. Now, I know some of you work jobs or you have careers where you have random drug screens. And so you've been told that you can't take CBD. That's not true, because we have what we call a pure label that has less than 0.0% of THC. We have a gold label that's called Power that has less than 0.3% of Delta-9 THC. What does that mean? That's what's legal. That's why we can ship it and sell it and give it to people in all 50 states. And then we also have what we call a black label that's called Delta-8 THC. And it pushes the envelope a little bit closer to that cousin of theirs, Delta-9. Now, there are some cities that this is banned in those cities, but it's because it's still coming from the hemp family, which is why we can make it available as long as you're not in a city where it's not allowed. But the bottom line is that we are very careful about formulating our properties, blends of herbs and botanicals to elevate your well-being. We're certified third-party analysis, and I'll talk about that again. But what is your need? You need to raise up your level of creativity. You need to beautify your health and skin. We've got a full line of health products and skin products, a full line of, oh my God, that 3-in-1 shampoo plus, that's 3-in-1. What does that mean? You can shampoo, you can have a body wash and a facial clean all in one bottle, and it smells so good. But whatever your need is, if to be calm, to relax, to get some relief, some pain relief, creativity or passion, we got you. And then we even have it in bundles. So you can get multiple things if you want the bliss or the glow or the relief, and you can get the pain cream and the gummies and get you some sleep at night or the calm. We've got it in bundles. So definitely get back with the person that invited you here and say, look, I need one of those self-care bundles. Know this, regardless of what our product is, We've got premium quality because all of it's not the same that's out there on the market. People say what they want to say, but we lab test, all of ours are lab tested from a third-party lab, non-GMO, third-party tested, and everything is organically grown. But can I share this about some new products we just got? Yep, we got a new flat belly protein muscle builder, and it contains this thing called HMB. You can do the research, but that's used to build muscle. As we age, we lose muscle. And when we lose muscle, that causes the age-related problems. You know, do you remember back as a kid, you scrape your knee and you get up and the next day there's a scab, it's already healing itself. But now, as you get a little bit older, takes a little bit longer, doesn't it? And even if people are falling, seniors, and breaking their hips because of muscle breakdown, muscle loss. Well, this protein muscle builder is going to help to rectify that. And then we have a new product called Endocalyx. This Endocalyx Pro, oh my God, testimonies are already happening for people that are using this, that are dealing with blood pressure and cold hands and feet, neuropathy, leg cramps, and having slow wound healing, erectile dysfunction, neuropathy. So get back with the person that invited you and ask them to give you some more information about this Endocalyx Pro. People are having stents in their heart, and all of a sudden now they don't need those stents in their heart because it's helping the blood flow in their body. So now's the question. Every time we have one of these presentations, there are usually three kinds of people. There's person number one, who is a customer. We love you. I told you we have over 30,000 customers. We love our customers. But then there's that second person who says, this sounds really interesting. Maybe I could be a brand ambassador. Maybe I could have my own website, start my own online business. Well, if you're that person, let me tell you why that makes sense. Because if you use any of our products and they work for you, somebody will see something different, or you'll see that you're not in pain anymore, or you've lost some weight and some waist and you're glowing. Well, guess what? They're gonna, how'd you do that? Well, wouldn't it be good to send them to your own website, your own online? You become an online Amazon, and you can start becoming a certified wellness coach if you choose to do so. Here's one way to get that started. $399 is our Pearl Lifestyle Pack. You're going to get a 21-day cleanse. So if you were thinking about getting the 21-day cleanse for $350, guess what? Why not take a little bit more and get this entire package, and you get the 21-day cleanse, and you get our pain cream. Oh my God, it's always in the top 5 of best-selling items, because when your pain is gone, don't you feel a whole lot better? You get gummies, broad and power. You get sample packs to give away to people, everything you need. And we're going to teach you. We're going to educate you. Our Arcana certification is all about educating you about everything that I'm talking about right now. And all of that you can get right now today. And now you become an Arcanapreneur. You can take it to the next level, because some people, I know you're big ballers and shot callers, and so you really you say, I want the top of the line. Well, I'm going to take you there, because when you do that and you become the Arcanapreneur, it gives you the time freedom. Matter of fact, how about having a residual income? Our job is never going to pay you for what you're really worth. And a residual income is based on your own efforts. And we'll show you how to grow, how to get fast start bonuses, how to start quick, how to take trips that you don't have to pay for, how to have a business that can be willed to your lineage, and how to leave not bills, but generational wealth. We got 12 ways, a serious compensation plan. What I loved about Arcana and what our CEO and the corporate team did is put together a compensation plan that was so different to anything I had seen in the past. 12 different ways to elevate your earnings, 12 different streams of income. And I've already talked about some of them, like having your own website, but let me just touch on some that are really, really important to me. This revenue pool. I mean, how powerful is it to know that a company sets aside 4% of the revenue? Did you hear what I said? Revenue? Revenue means it comes off the top, before the bills are paid, before the expenses, before the profits are made. off the top every single month. And when you work to build your organization, if you choose to do it this way, you can build a team and have people working with you. And you reach certain rankings starting at Sapphire in our company. And we'll teach you how to do that. Don't worry about it. We'll show you the plan for that. But 4% of a pool is set aside for you to dip into and share with all of those who do it during that month. And then when you hit Diamond 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 star, that's our top ranking in the company, there's another revenue pool. So you could actually be double dipping 4 and 2. 4 plus 2, I found out that's 6, right? 6% that you would be sharing in that revenue pool month after month after month, as long as you qualify. And then I say about trips, yep. We've got annual trips, we got lifestyle retreats, we got lifestyle rewards, and now we even have a retail retreat. Our first retail retreat that's coming up soon on May the 15th through the 18th in 2025. Are you ready for this? So if you're hearing this for the first time, let me tell you something. You got time. Let me prove it to you. All right. So now you got time. April, May, June, July. You got 3 more months to be able to qualify for this trip, fully paid for. And all you got to do is fly there. Your flight is not included, but your accommodations will be included. Listen, we're going to support you. Whatever you need, all the support, the Econo certification, it has a $500 value. And we're inviting you to be a part of that so that you can get certified, because this is a growing market. There's over trillions of dollars that are already anticipated, 8 trillion by 2032. That'll be here before we know it. Let's know self-care is the new healthcare. And here are 2 people that you may know. William Buffett, he said he's a billionaire, one of the wealthiest men in the world, and he invests in network marketing, MLM companies. He's invested in 3. Robert Kiyosaki says the richest people in the world look for and build networks. And let me tell you something. I love, because there's some things that we don't have, and there's some things that we do have. No huge startup fees, no web hosting fees. No, you pay $29.95 one time to get your website up and going. And after that, you don't pay monthly. Just got to qualify by just having some products sold on your website. No required auto ships, no balancing of legs or quotas, no shipping costs over that $75. And this is not a compensation plan that's only designed for the top 1%. But we say yes to customer support, a shared revenue pool, a willable business, an unlimited income potential where you are your own boss and you can have more time with your family with a balanced compensation plan. So if you're here for the first time and you're looking us over, let me tell you something that you should look for. A company that has at least 18 months old. Well, we just celebrated 5 years and we excelled during the middle of a pandemic. 90% of companies fail their first 18 months. Also, according to Harvard Business School, if a company has less than 500,000 people, it's a great opportunity. That means you're in the right place at the right time. But watch this. If it has less than 100,000, hello, that's us. It is an opportunity of a lifetime. So what does that mean? This is an S curve. This is not something that we put together. This is what you can find anywhere on the internet, because when you join a company and they're in the ground floor, or as I say, they're in the basement, when it starts to hitting momentum, if you're there then, the first 100,000 to 150,000 involved in that business, they will earn 80% of the wealth of the company. That literally means that whoever invited you to see this loves you enough that they wanted you to see it now. You see, joining other companies that have been involved for a long time, like your Avons and your Mary Kays, they've already hit momentum. But you want to be here where you can elevate with Akana, and we welcome you to the family. So we're going to open up the line in case there are any other questions. I'm going to stop recording.